What is going on? How is everybody doing? Welcome to RossonARI TV. Welcome to the player rating show. Atalanta Milan, it is 1-1 in Bergamo. Milan escape with 1 point. Second game of the Serie A. Milan faces its first adversity. Since winning the Scudetto, a result that will make them definitely reflect. It is what it is, guys. Let's go straight to the stats. Let's see what the stats say. Obviously, it was 1-1. Same formation that started against Udinese, except this time Tonali started. Krunic was unavailable. Goal scorers, Ruslan Malinowski at the 29th minute with a nice goal. He peeled off a Milan defense in front of the box, found the ball on his feet by a good pass from the left side, and he took a shot. The ball, lucky deflection on Tomori, and caught Magnan off guard. Goal. It was a goal. The 68th minute, Ismail Bennacer scores a wonderful goal from a corner. Salamakers gives a short pass to Ismail Bennacer. Ismail Bennacer with a nice shuffle creates space for his left foot and scores a beautiful curler on the far post, scoring and getting the tie. Let's go through the statistics. Atalanta 41 possession, Milan 59 possession, so Milan with the most dominant possession, and it was pretty visible. Saves 6 for Atalanta, only 1 for Milan, no penalties. Total shots 11 for Atalanta, 18 for Milan. Milan definitely the dominant team today. As a matter of fact, Atalanta was able to only take 2 shots on goal, scoring one goal, while Milan took 7 shots on goal, scoring only 1 goal. Milan's biggest sin today was not taking their chances, because the chances were 100% there. Shots on target 7 for Atalanta, 9 for Milan. Shots on target inside the box, 4 shots on target for Milan, only 1 for Atalanta. So as you can see, the stats really tell us a story of a game that probably should have gone Milan's side. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We could have definitely gotten the result today, but the football gods were not on our side. Completed passes, 448 for Milan, 270 for Atalanta. As you can see, Milan definitely hold more of the ball. Passing accuracy, pretty good for Milan, 86%, while for Atalanta it was 79%. Bookings, we did get some bookings. Hernandez got a booking, Tonali got a booking, and remind me who else got a booking, we'll check later. No one was sent off. Key passes, we had good key passes. Recoveries, 48. Final third passes, another statistic that tells the story of this game. 88 final third passes. So the Milan was attacking today. Milan definitely created the chances. Crosses 4. Ball touched for defenders, 205. Ball touched from Midler, 379. But this one is the one. Ball touched from strikers, 178 for Milan. So Milan definitely the dominant team, the team that should have brought the result home. We missed our chances. Kalulu had a beautiful chance in front of goal with a header. Messias had a chance. Tonali had a chance. So we definitely, it was a game where we missed our chances. We could have done much better, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys, let's get to the player ratings, guys. Are we ready for this? Let's, let me know what we're going to go through every player. I'm going to interact with the chat, and we're going to get this going. All right, let's do it. Let's go. All right, let's get it going, guys. Let's start right away with the goalkeeper today. Magic Mike was not tested that thoroughly. Unfortunately, I do not blame the goal on him. It was not his fault. It was a lucky deflection, and unfortunately, it is what it is. I thought from the back he had a pretty good game. He was pretty solid. He dribbled. He played the ball to the defenders pretty well. All right, guys, let me see. What do we want to give Mike? I think I'm going to give Mike a 6.5/7. So let me know in chat what you guys think about Mike's performance today. Okay, Mike gets an 8, had a very good saves. Yeah, even though not many saves. So I'm seeing 8, 7.5, 8, 7. All right, so I'm seeing some pretty 6.5 from Marshall, 7.5. I'm seeing some pretty high scores. So I'm going to average that to a 7. Mike Magnan got a 7 today. I think a well-deserved 7. Was not his fault at all. The goal that happened definitely was not his fault. It was a lucky deflection, nothing else, guys. It was just a lucky deflection and nothing else. Magic Mike gets gets 7. Yeah, because his ball distribution was great. His ball distribution was absolutely fantastic, 100%. We need a center back, CDM, right wing. If not, we will have problems this season. We'll get into that conversation later on. Let's talk about the players one by one. Okay, so so far we average him to a 7. What about the defenders, guys? What do we think about the defenders? Let's start with Calabria. I thought Calabria had a very solid game today. Defensively, very solid, Calabria. So I definitely think Calabria deserves a pretty good ratings. He definitely was very solid. He helped the team go forward. He didn't do many mistakes in possession. A solid 7 for me, Calabria, as well. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Calabria 7, Rebic back to his old self. Calabria 7, Calabria 6, 7, 7, 7. Won some important balls. Yeah, absolutely, definitely did. He definitely had some important, important interventions for sure. Very solid on the right side. As a matter of fact, we were kind of criticizing him a little bit. You know, we want him to have a great season this time around, and I think this time around he is going to have a great season. But definitely a very deserved 7 for il signore Calabria, il capitano. Let's go to the next defender, guys. Let's go to Kalulu. Good game from Kalulu too. Honestly, the defense was strong, guys. Today, the defense was strong. Aside from that one little slip up they had and that deflection, the defense was strong. Kalulu, you know, did the business today. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do any mistakes. He was very solid. So we get in a 7, 8, 7. Kalulu 8.5. Kalulu always the top 7. So we get in some pretty good ratings for Kalulu. Leao, okay, we'll talk about Leao later. Kalulu 6.5. Kalulu 7. Yeah, Kalulu definitely had some very good. He kept Zapata out of the game for sure. So definitely Kalulu had a very good game. It wasn't his deflection, by the way. It was Tomori's deflection. So Kalulu deserves a 7.5. Guys, I think we can agree that Kalulu deserves a 7.5. Very solid from Kalulu today. Very solid. Based on the averages that I'm seeing, a nice 7.5 I think works out very well for Kalulu. I want to see Kalulu on the right back, but 7 today. 7. Tonali plays sideways too much. He's 20 years, but already 20 years of experience. It is definitely true, MHA. The one thing about Kalulu is that Kalulu is this very unique, anomalous kind of player that plays with the confidence of a senator, plays with the confidence of someone that has been playing for many years. So Kalulu definitely gets high ratings for that, no doubt. All right, let's move on to the next player. We have Tomori. Also, Tomori, guys. Tomori, in my opinion, today had a very good game. He didn't really make any mistakes aside from that deflection, which wasn't. I mean, that's an unlucky deflection, I would say. But I would give Tomori the similar ratings to Kalulu. I don't think they were that different. Let's see what you guys are saying. 7 for Tomori, 7. Goal mistake was from BENNACER Tonali. They dropped too deep. Good shout out. Good shout out there. 7, 7, 6.5, 7, 7. All right, so the average is for sure 7. So it looks like Fikayo Tomori is going to be getting a 7. But Tomori also did have a very strong game today. And he definitely showed his worth, definitely showed that he's one of the defenders that, is going to be very important for this team. A defender that recently, just recently, renewed his contract. So a defender that has married, himself to the cause for sure. Our issue is in the final phase. It's not the Tomori of last year. Right now it's not, but I thought he was very solid from Tomori. The deflection was Kalulu. I thought the deflection was Tomori, guys. I'm pretty sure that the back of the shirt said 20, 25. Isn't Tomori 25? Am I not mistaken? All right. Okay, let's move on to Theo Hernandez. Very interesting game from Theo Hernandez. Definitely very interesting game from Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez, one of the engines of this team, one of the players that definitely influences the way this team builds with his runs up front. What do you guys think about Theo Hernandez's performance? He definitely pushed, and he made life difficult for Atalanta. Definitely made life difficult for Atalanta. Defensively was solid. Offensively, he made some mistakes. I think also I want to say that some of the passes to him in the offensive phase weren't great. They could have been a little bit better, helped him out. All right, so what do we give Theo? Theo 7.5, Theo 7, Hazard gives him a 5, 7. Everyone shame on Roy for hyping Messias after winning preseason Ballon d'Or. Theo 7, 8 for Theo, Theo 7. Okay, we're getting some pretty high results here, 7, 7. I would give 6.5, not bad, but nothing too special today. 6, okay, so I think it's going to average to a 7. Theo Hernandez gets a 7 today, even though I gotta say, he wasn't bad, guys. He wasn't bad. A little bit unlucky from Theo Hernandez. This is the kind of Theo Hernandez that we want to see, though. A Theo that is always willing to go forward, a Theo that is always willing to create danger. This is what we need from Theo Hernandez. He's one of the key players from this team. So Theo gets a 7. A 7. All right, let's move on to the nothing in attack from him today, but I blame that on the other attackers. Well, nothing on the attack. He did bring the ball forward. He did try, and I think he didn't get good service. I think that was a problem. Theo did not get the service that he needs in order to be effective. All right, so let's move on to the next player. Let's look at the midfield. How about Tonali? Tonali coming in from an injury, and Tonali, not a super performance from Tonali. I think I'm going to give him a 6.5 maybe from Tonali. Still needs to find his feet, but he was definitely there in the midst of he was definitely there trying to work defensively. His work rate was very high. His passing was precise, but we know that Tonali can have a much bigger impact on the game, right? We've seen the kind of impact that Tonali can have on the game. He's definitely not yet there. He still definitely needs to get to his levels. So we're seeing a lot of we're seeing 6s, a lot of 6s, 6.5. This is definitely going to be a 6 for Tonali, according to what the eye is seeing. Tonali 6. How? What did you say, Paul? Paul, 5.5. So even lower. I'm just here for Messias. Solid enough. He didn't do shit. Totti brought up 5. He was sick, guys. Yeah, look, Tonali is still coming from an injury. Still, let's see what he does. I think a 6 seems to be fair according to what all of you guys are saying. I'm going to be posting these on the community tab, and it is going to be very interesting. Okay, so Tonali, let's give him a 6. Okay, there you Oh, Tonali. I wrote this wrong. Tonali 6. Okay. All right. Tonali, everyone agrees Tonali is 6. Not the greatest performance from him from today. We're expecting much more from him. All right, guys, let's move on to the other midfielder. What a goal from BENNACER today. Mamma mia, ragazzi. What a goal from BENNACER. He was definitely... woo, what a game from BENNACER also. Definitely man of the match for sure. I'm sure all of you guys voted him. He's definitely the player that Pioli said he was going to be. He definitely said that BENNACER is going to be the key player of this team. He's going to be that void that Kessie left is going to be filled with BENNACER. So big performance from BENNACER today. Big goal too. We get a 9 of the match, a 10. Man of the match, 8, 8.5, 8.5, 8, 8, 9, 8.5. Definitely 8.5 for BENNACER. A well-deserved 8.5. Definitely a well-deserved 8.5 for BENNACER. Very good, very good. Unfortunately, his teammates were not up to par with him, but it is what it is. 8.5 for BENNACER. So let's move to the offense. 7, respect my baller 9. 8.5 for his usual stuff, but he scored and saved us. Yeah, he definitely saved our ass today. He saved us from very bad defeat. But we did not deserve to lose if we would have lost. BENNACER is missing these goals to get the 5.4. Yes, and this will open up the discussions. Does BENNACER definitely deserves to does he deserve his contract? Is he saying, yo, you got to look at me as one of the key players for this team, that's why you need to pay me like Theo Hernandez? Well, today he proved it. So there it is. BENNACER wants his wages, and I guess he deserves it. If he is the guy that saves us from these kind of games, these difficult games, I guess he deserves it. 8.5 for BENNACER. Let's move to the offense, guys. The attacking midfield. Let's start from the right. So let's start with Messias. Very poor game from Messias today, guys, unfortunately. It hurts me to say, but 2 games in a row where Messias did not perform as how we want him to perform. Very poor performance from Messias. Offensively, not a threat. He had a great opportunity in front of goal. It did not work out. He should have slipped that one in. But very poor performance from Messias. So let me see what we think, guys. We got 2, 5, 4, 5, 1.5 low grades for Messias. Now, I do have an issue here, and I'm going to speak about it once we get into Pioli, because I do have some criticism for Pioli, and we'll get into that. Guys, let me see what you think. If you're not going to put in the votes, I'm going to do it for you. So if I don't see any votes for Messias, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to give him a 5, and it is what it is. So 5 from Messias. I prefer Krunic to well, okay, I'm not going to give him a 2. I'm not getting any intelligent votes out there, so I'm going to give it myself. Messias 5. Unfortunately, 2 poor games in a row for Messias. This is not what we want to see from Messias. So we'll move on to the next player, and that was Brahim Diaz. Bad performance from Brahim Diaz as well. Brahim Diaz completely ineffective. Brahim Diaz definitely works better when Krunic takes that left attacking midfield and then he goes to the right midfield. When Brahim Diaz is asked to take care of the center part of the field, there's nothing there. He really can't. He's really struggles a lot. But when he's asked to play on that right side pocket, then we saw it against Udinese that he does much better. He does much better. So what do we think about Brahim Diaz, guys? What do we give Brahim Diaz? 5, 4, 5. We need target men up front like Giroud for the long balls and set pieces. Probably effed up today. Diaz 6, 6. Brahim 5. 5, 5, 5. Okay, yo, D Melon, get out of here, bruh. Just get out of here, man. Seriously. All right, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I'll muscle today, yeah. Definitely a 5 from Brahim Diaz. 5. Boom. It is what it is. It is what it is. Diaz, 5, poor performance. He started off the season so well. It is unfortunate. I really hope that he gets his S together. But he needs to be used the correct way. All right, let's go to the MVP of the season. Last season, Leao. Leao still not firing at full cylinders. Still not firing at full cylinders. What is going with Leao? He definitely needs to get his head in the right place, and he just needs a little bit more time. He needs to bang a few goals in, and it is what it is. Okay, what do we give Leao? If Leao gets less than Messi or Leao, you guys are in Coco Land. 6. I know Varaskelia. What a game today! My God, what a game he had today! Incredible. 4. 4 bidones a sera. Roy, Messias. Okay, you guys are still talking. We're talking about Leao, guys. Let's talk about Leao. You guys stay with me, please. Stay with me. We're going to go through this fast. 6. Leao 5, 5, 5, 6, 5. 5, 6. This is average into a 5.5 for Leao. It is unfortunate because Leao, for his potential, definitely deserves much more. But he still hasn't hit for a lot of 6s. 6.5. It looks like Leao probably will be getting a 6 for today. I think it is. I think it is the right. It's the right rating for Leao. Leao gets a 6. For today. You know, we expected a little bit more. He did have some interesting opportunities for. He almost had a beautiful curler. He almost scored a beautiful curler. But we want to see a little bit more from Leao. Leao just did not have. He did not have someone to play with today. Him and Theo did not connect. And then let's go to the next player, guys. Salad had an assist. He did more than Leao. 5. Someone give him some cold water. 6. No way. He just did not have anybody to interact with on the pitch, and that was the biggest problem for Leao today. But let's go to the next player, because the next player also, what a stinker from Ante Rebic. After starting so highly, Rebic, just inexistent, was completely caged today. I don't think he even had a shot on goal. He did not really give much options to Leao, to Theo Hernandez, to Messias. He tried to put in a few crosses in. He tried to get himself on the left. But Rebic today was quite inexistent. What do we give Rebic, guys? Let's see. 4.55, 4, Leao 4, Ante 4.5, Ante 5, Rebic 5. Terrible first touch. Rebic 4. He was wearing Lukaku's Timberlands 3. He touched the ball like 5 times 3. Yeah, he definitely did not have almost any impact at all. So I'm not going to give him a 4 or a 4.5 because he did not. That's a little bit exaggerated. But I think a 5 is well deserved for Rebic. A 5. And so unfortunate because both him and Diaz had such a great opener, and today both of them were just so ineffective. I gotta say one thing. We'll talk about this later when we talk about the coaches, but Atalanta did a good job as far as out tacticking Pioli's game, but we'll get into that later. All right, guys, that was the first 11. Let's move to the substitutions. Let's go to the first substitution that came in was CDK. CDK had an interesting first 5 minutes, but then I thought he kind of disappeared. He had a very good through ball pass to Tonali. Tonali should have put that in, but then CDK got lost and pretty much got lost, and we did not see much of him. I think it was a pretty poor performance from CDK in general. He still needs to figure out. Atalanta is a tough team. If you're not familiar with the Serie A, you go play in Bergamo. It's not easy. Doesn't matter what your name is. Poor game from CDK in my opinion. Let's see what you guys think. CDK 6.5, 6 didn't really get the ball. Atalanta 4, Pasmino. Sorry, well, but faded. Lucas, what are you guys talking about in the chat? 5.5, but it's okay. We have to give him chances. They weren't passing to him. 5.5, 5.5, 6, invisible 6. Guys, I think 6 is uncalled for. We cannot give him 6. Just because he's new, you cannot give him 6. We have to be objective here. We have to be objective. Just because he's a new player, we can't give him 6. 5.5, 0, 6.55. There's no way CDK gets 6.5, guys. There's absolutely no way. There's no way that he gets 6.5. I think he should be getting maybe a 5. Maybe a 5. I would not give him a 6.5, Andon. What would you give? Why a 6.5? I think if we gave... What did he do to earn anything above a 5.5, guys? What did he do? What did he do? Really, Roy, but you were not objective to Messias scoring a 5. Really, but I thought Messias had a lot of time on the field to do something, and he had much more time than CDK. Well, this one here is a tough one. Okay, I'm going to give him a 5.5. I think 5.5 is right, guys. I mean, in order to get anything more than a 5.5, you have to do much more than that, guys. You have to do much more than that. 5.5. I mean, we cannot give him a high grade just because he's new. 6, he's a 5, 5.4, 6.5. So he's coming, freed up space for Origi and Tonali. Messias, I give him a low vote because he had the full first half and he had half of the second half to work. But I thought CDK had a poor performance. I thought, the guy still needs to get used to the game. He still needs to get... The movement was good. He didn't touch the ball right. He had that one play. He had a great through ball for Tonali. But anyway, guys, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go to the next player. Let's move on to the next player. The next player is Salamakers. Salamakers came in. Salamakers looked pretty okay, I thought. He definitely worked his ass off. He was all over the pitch like always. This is where I have issues with Pioli. This is where I have issues with Pioli. Salamakers got an assist, so to speak. It was from a corner. It wasn't an inventive through ball. But he came in. He had a solid performance. 6.5. He has an assist. 6, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. Yeah, I'm going with that, guys. I'm seeing a lot of 6.5s, and I think that is fair for Salamakers. Nice 6.5 for Salamakers. He definitely was much more involved when he came in, and he brought up the tempo. You saw when Salamakers came in, the tempo of the game started to rise because Salamakers is someone that chases you, work rate. As a matter of fact, if you look at towards the end of the game, Lookman was dribbling Tomori on the left side, and Salamakers was on the left that took the ball off of Lookman. This guy is all over the place. Anyway, it is what it is. 6.5 for Salamakers. Let's go to the next player. Let's go to Origi. Origi did not look bad today, guys. Origi did not look bad. Actually, sorry. Sure. Let's go to Origi, then we'll go to Giroud. But Origi did not look bad. He kind of had some good plays. He had some good plays. I thought I saw some potential there that maybe we can use from the first minute. Origi was looking pretty good, I gotta say. Almost got a goal. Dribbled in the box. Got himself involved. Was not scared to get the ball. I think he looked pretty decent. So stop with the ZH thing. I don't understand how you guys watch football. Honestly, 6. Origi was good. 6 almost scored. 6.5, 5, 6, 5.5, 6, 6.5. Origi 20, 6 for me, for my boy. 6.5. Paul, dude, if somebody doesn't share your opinion, doesn't mean 5.5. I think a 6 from what I'm seeing. I think a 6. I think Salamakers gets the 6.5 just because he was quick to see BENNACER and pass it to him, and he got an assist, even though Salamakers' assist was not a super assist. But if Salamakers didn't get that assist, he would have probably gotten a 6. But I think Origi had a good performance coming in from the bench. 6 is fair. 6 is definitely fair. Yeah. Oh, now here come the logo. Hey, you guys have to get faster with it, guys. Origi 6, giocato bene. Ibrahimovic better even if he's 40. Origi was just as bad as he touched the ball more, but couldn't stay on his feet. But he definitely contributed. You know, those few minutes. Look, Origi in those few minutes he played looked more dangerous than Messias the whole game. And guys, I'm not here. I don't have an agenda against any players. All right, I'm trying to be as objective as possible. I'm trying to be objective. I'm not here trying to say this guy's good, this guy's bad. I'm looking at the game, and I'm trying to be objective. Origi, I think 6. He brought in some fire. What about? Let's go to Giroud. Let's go to Giroud next. Giroud also did not look too bad. I thought he looked better than Rebic. Giroud, in his last 20-25 minutes that he played, he looked better than Rebic entire game. So I think Giroud shouldn't get something too far off from Origi. He did have a header that towards goal, so one of those shots in goal was from Giroud. Giroud looked pretty okay. Let's see what we're giving Giroud. Giroud 5, 5.5, 4.5. Giroud 4 baguettes. 5. Giroud 5.5. Good touches, created chances. Wow, Roy finally criticized Messias. He has finally gotten. Oh, shut up, Lucas. 5.5. 5. He looked better because all we were doing was crossing to him. 5.5. OG 6.5. All right, so we're getting a lot of 5s. I think 5 is a little bit. I think 5 is a little bit tough on the guy. He only had a few minutes to play. I mean, he was more dangerous. He had more shots on goal than Rebic, guys. He had more shots on goal than Rebic. We're going to give him a 5.5. I think that is fair. He needs a higher score than CDK and Origi. Well, I wouldn't say Origi because Origi played. Origi got the ball. He tried to create plays. He tried to create stuff. Giroud made himself available for the service, and he got himself in good positions. And in those good positions, he did. He got a shot on goal. You know, so 5.5 is probably it is what it is, guys. That's not really a high standard. Not to defend Rebic, but he's playing out of position, so that's maybe why Giroud did a better job, probably. Giroud is useless when he begins from the bench. So you guys think he probably should have started from the top. All right, okay, let's go to the last substitution, which was Florenzi. Florenzi came off for Calabria. Florenzi, I mean, he had one good intervention. He only played for 10 minutes, more or less. Even less, actually. Less than 10 minutes. He had a good intervention in the box. He headed the ball away from a dangerous cross. Unfortunately, the last kick of the ball was his, and it was a poor cross into the box. So, what do we give for it? NA. Yeah, agreed. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer for Florenzi. No-brainer. NA. Florenzi, NA. All right, guys. Not enough time in the game. Didn't do much. True. Very true. All right, guys. Let's go to the man himself. Yeah, I wanted to see Ali. We're not seeing Ali. Still a 10 in my heart, though. Florenzi, yes. Me too, brother. Me too. I definitely agree. Man of the match just because of his origin. Nah, shut up. Why is Ali not seeing no minutes? Yeah, he will. He will, guys. Let's be patient. All right. Let's go on to the last person that we are going to be rating, and that is Signor Padre Pioli. Padre Pioli, right away. Now we can talk a little bit more and talk a little bit about the game. Um, so this is, I know nobody's going to agree with me because I know how this community thinks, but my opinion is that Pioli should have not started Messias. He should have started Salamakers. I thought the team was just too offensive. There was no, we needed more grit in the midfield. That would have put in a little bit more pressure on Atalanta, and I think if we would have had Salamakers to bring up the tempo of the game and help the team with the high press, we would have destabilized Atalanta a little bit more. But these are things that only people like me that have a lot of experience in coaching football understand. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't get that, but it is what it is. So I think, I think as a matter of fact that is his mistake. He should start. We only had one defensive midfielder. We only had one defensive midfielder, and that was essentially Tonali, and everybody else was more was I mean Bennacer is more like a regista, but Leao, Bennacer, Messias, Rebic, those are all guys that play with the ball. We needed more people to break Atalanta's play in their own half, and I think this was a big mistake from Pioli. Big mistake from Pioli. He should have started with Salamakers, and he should have, and the team would have done a much better high press. As a matter of fact, Messias had a really poor game, so it doesn't even matter. If Messias had a great game, then I wouldn't be saying this. But yeah, you can't play with a team that is just too offensive. It needs to be balanced. The team needs to have balance. We need to have the Ambrosinis and the Gattusos. We can't only have one of them. We need both of them. Otherwise, it's going to be too easy for teams to attack us and to feel comfortable, right? When Atalanta is building from the back, the pressure is not hard enough. It's not strong enough. We need to put pressure on teams like Atalanta. A player like Salamakers that is chasing everybody, running everyone, would have been the best option. And I think he needs to do this. I know people don't want to hear this. But Alexis should have played from the beginning. Anyway, so what are we giving him? 6.5 tackling wasn't bad. Finishing was missing, not Pioli's fault. And this is actually true, to be honest with you, because in the end of the day, we did have our chances. We just missed our chances. Messias had a chance in the beginning from an assist from Tonali. Tonali had a chance from an assist from CDK. Kalulu had a corner. Nobody was marking him. He should have scored. So we did have chances. We did have chances to win this game with the team we had. But I think that we were just too lopsided offensively. We need to find that perfect balance. It is what it is. All right, let's see what you guys think. Poor game from Padre Pioli from the start. Choice to the subs breaks my heart to say it. And also, guys, what do you think about him taking out Leao? Do you think that was the right choice? Do you think he took out Leao too early? Should he have kept Leao for more, or did he do the right thing? Leao at that point was just not being effective. Let me know what you guys think. We have a 6.5 here. Also, we did miss Krunic for sure. I dislike both Salah and Messias as players equally, but but they both have different roles. I was to send a message to Leao. Atalanta did not play so well. They put too much behind the ball, which is unusual. We should have won. Yeah, the statistics say we should have won. His only mistake, he didn't make the substitutions on halftime. He would have scored at least one more game. So you think he should have made he should have made the substitutions right there on the halftime. Okay. With Lau, we scored because Lau was lazy. If it was more of a message to Lau, but yes, I don't think it was a message to Lau. Absolutely not. Shouldn't have taken Lau out. All right, so I give him a 6, but I'm seeing a few 6.5s. Let's see what you guys gave him. 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 3, 6, 5.5, 5 for Pioli. 0.5. Okay. Leao needs to humble and 6. No, I disagree. You should have kept Leao and played him with CDK. Right, we did not see Leao and CDK play together. Yeah, maybe he was a little bit too quick to take out Leao. And I think Andon probably is right. He should have done those substitutions. I thought Messias at that point was pretty much useless after the first half. Like the player obviously is not there yet, so he needs to get into rhythm. So I think I agree. He should have done those substitutions earlier. 6.5, Lau has played, but we can't drop him. The Lau agenda has started. I don't think so. As soon as Lau starts to bang them in, you'll see everybody's going to start loving Lau once again. It's just a matter of time until Lau starts banging them in. And once Lau gets his first goal, Messias gets his first goal, you're going to see these players are going to start gaining momentum again. It is unfortunate that they haven't done that yet. Lau thinks we need to have Messias slander channel. I think Gasperini just kind of outmaneuvered Pioli. Now, one thing that Gasperini did very well, I noticed, is that he was man marking the players, right? So basically, a lot of the times the teams we play again, the players mark their own territory, but rather Pioli, Gasperini was intelligent in understanding that because we do all these interchanges, and especially with the movement of Theo Hernandez, he had the players man-marked. Diaz was man-marked the whole time. Theo Hernandez, once he got in that double pivot, was man-marked and he was being chased. All the players that were interchanging were being man-marked. So it made it more difficult for Milan. But guys, again, Milan could have won this game. Milan probably should have won this game. But we didn't take our chances. We didn't take our chances. Leao slows down the tempo when he's trying to dribble. Please someone marry Leao. He's distracted with girls. Forget Mrs. We need an upgrade. Well, guys, again, Messias could have scored today. Messias had an opportunity to score. If he would have scored, today we'd be saying different things, you know. And that person, and Messias, when he missed the ball, it could have been anybody that missed the ball. I promise you, no, come on, my man, please. Niang is not better than Lau. Guys, it's just one game. It's one game. We still, we have 36 games left in the season. 36 games left in the season. Lau is definitely going to bang in the goals, for sure. Roy, do you think this result will force Elliott to not be look at... Okay, I know what you mean on the upgrade. I thought about that. I wonder if a result like this would put pressure on the management to go a little bit harder into the market. Yeah, it is possible. Atalanta is just not a good team to have our second game against. Inter has it much easier. And then this is another thing. We definitely have a very difficult beginning of the season, right? Udinese, Atalanta, Bologna, Sassuolo, Inter. Our 5 games. After that, it's a little. I guess we have a break. We're playing against smaller teams, but our first 5 games, we need to get at least 12 points. At least, right? No, 13 points. We need to try and get 13 points. So we need to win the next game. We need to win against Sassuolo, and we need to win against Inter, because this season is going to be. The outcome of the winner of the season is going to be the team that beats Inter, the team that beats Juve. That is going to be the difference. And Napoli, guys, Vicha Veraskiglia with 2 incredible goals today. Out of this world kind of goals today by Vicha Veraskiglia. Second game in the Serie A. The man already has 3 goals and 1 assist, guys. If you have not checked out the Napoli highlights, that man is killing it. Origi needs to start. I'm very curious to see what Origi looks like from the start. I'm very curious to see what CDK looks like from the start. So we definitely have a lot of the new players that we want to see from the start. I'm very curious to see what Ali looks like when he first joins. We are missing muscle, guys. We are missing muscle. You see, when we had Kessie, Tonali, and Krunic, Messias, Leao, and Giroud, that is a balanced team because you have the muscle and you have the offensive power. Today, it was only offensive power. There was no muscle. You need either Krunic or Salamakers to bring in. I think Pioli is a little bit too overconfident right now, and this is a problem. You know, let's not become too overconfident. let's not become too overconfident because then we become complacent. Question: how many will Vicha scored in today's game with this? Question: how many would have scored in today's game with this with Milan? I don't know. I don't know how to. Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question. This I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Probably the same, but that is just a guess. 3 goals and 2 assists for Vicha. He looks good, and Napoli are yet to play Ndombele, Raspadori, and Simeone. Monza are fighting for relegation, by Roy. Put them in conference. I might have made a mistake there. But anyway, let's give Pioli his rating, and I say 6. I say 6. I think what we saw earlier averaged to 6, so we'll just give it a 6. How well Vicha played, Roy's what I'm. How well would Vicha played? Are you saying how well he would have played for us? Is that the question? 6.5. Krunic has a bite of Beckham and a bite of Gattuso. A bit of Beckham. Just when Roy said we didn't need signings to beat Atalanta. We didn't. We don't. We could have won today. With if Kalulu would have scored, he had a header in front of him. He put the ball high. Messias had a perfect opportunity to score. Tonali had a perfect opportunity to score. We had great opportunities to score. That's the difference against a team like Atalanta. You got to take your chances. If you don't take your chances, it is what it is. But listen, also don't be fooled. A result like this is what this team needs, because we've been too much in celebratory mood. It's time that we get back into competition. We've been celebrating the Scudetto, we're happy, we're the champions, blah, blah, but now we need to get back to work. So maybe these kind of results are going to help Milan get back feet on the ground. We're definitely a competitive team this year. Roy, what's the question I'm asking? How well would Vicha have played with this current Milan? Oh, I mean, he would have been great. Of course. Vicha is a player that is too good to not be. Guys, Vicha Veraskiglia is going to be, in the next 10, 12, 13 years, one of the players that is going to be fighting for a Ballon d'Or. And he's going to win a few too. So, yeah, he would have been great. Diaz has a bit of Mastur and bite of Chanoglu. Milan will not be in top 4 this year. I don't know about that. Guys, it's too early to judge. Honestly, again, we could have won this game. It's just a beginning, but a good beginning. It's half the work. Yeah, it's just a second game, guys. 4 points is not bad. We are conceding more goals than we should. Messia's defensive position is poor. I agree. Anyway, it's just a second game. The season is long, and we are tough to beat. Absolutely, we are tough to beat. That is 100% sure. Vicha has more class than a community college. Okay, guys, listen. I did not ask, and shame on me for not asking. But what are we waiting for, guys? Let's smash that like button. Shame on me for not asking right away. Shame on me for not asking right away. Let's see what you guys voted in the chat. Smash that like button. This time it's on me if the likes are not up, because I did not ask you earlier. All right. We got 35 likes. Come on, guys. Let's bring those up. Let's bring those likes up. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Messias is not a footballer. Come on, Lucas. Shut up. Stop. It is bad. Trust me. Come on, guys. Let's not be too negative. It's okay, guys. We're not going to win every game. Atalanta is a good team. Atalanta is not a pushover. But again, we could have won this game, guys. Yeah, that's another concern. 3 goals conceded in 2 games, true. Inter with Lukaku is impossible to beat. Inter is going to be a tough team to beat for sure. Lukaku, Lautaro, Barella, they have a good team. They're competitive, but so are we, guys. Don't be fooled by a tie. Guys, let's bring those likes up. Let's get to 50, at least 50. It's the Serie A, the most tactical league in the world. You cannot expect to win all 38 games and draw away with Atalanta is a good result. Not perfect, but good. Guys, as long as we get points, whether it's ties and wins against the bigger teams, what we definitely need to do this year is win against all the smaller teams. All the teams that are fighting from the 18th spot or the 20th spot. How many teams are in Serie A? Is it 20 or 19? I don't even know. Is it 19 teams in Serie A or 18? Whatever. From the last spot up until the 12th, from 12 all the way down, we need to beat all those teams. Away, home, and away. And that is going to be the key. The key for this season, if we want to get that second star, is beat all the teams that are going to finish 12 down, home and away. And we need to beat Inter, and we need to beat Juve, we need to beat Napoli, and we need to beat Roma. I'll take a tie with Atalanta. I'll take the tie with Atalanta. Guys, if you want to score 92 points, 90 points plus, you got to beat them all. Don't lose, you got to beat them all. One thing about the goals conceded, though, guys, don't be fooled about us conceding the goals in the beginning, because last season we had one of the poor, well, out of the top 4 teams, we had one of the poorest defenses going up until somewhere mid to 3/4, up to 3/4 of the Campionato. Milan was like in the top, was like 4th best defense. Then the last quarter of the Campionato, where nobody could score on us anymore, that's when we became the best defense. So don't be fooled too much about us getting scored on right away. You'll see that the team will once again compact, and they'll figure out the kinks, and they'll get to that point where they'll close shop and it'll be score and be tough. Don't think it is easy to beat Milan. Don't make that mistake. Milan is one of the most difficult teams to beat, not only in Italy, but in Europe. Guys, you will see. You will see. Once we get to Europe, Milan is going to be a tough cookie to beat. Don't think because we tied against Atalanta, we got to throw away the machine. The machine is broken. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Goofy, i Goofy sono arrivati. Ziyech, if he come, he gonna bench with this Messiah some fire. Well, let's see what happens with Ziyech. Man, I hate players like Lukaku and Zapata that are just so strong, and most defenders are not that physical except Skriniar, and he helps in the same team as Lukaku. But Kalulu was able to stop Zapata very nicely. That was... Okay, what? Roy, you actually believe Vicha is that good? I think he will look average. Nah, come on, man. Bro, did you see what he's doing? We got an Interista here, Mr. Eri. If you write that, which I'm not going to repeat, if you're going to write that, please at least like the video. He's in Amsterdam. I'm taking out op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, so Elliot will strengthen in just a bit more, because you know they're not watching the games. Forget Elliot, guys. Redbird is who we need to, who we want to strengthen the team. That's right, Milan Campioni d'Italia. Morocco going to win the World Cup. Don't forget what I said. Didn't Milan finish 4th in the CL last year? They finished 4th, but let's be honest. We got robbed from... Guys, check this out. Okay, let's put something straight. The game against Atletico Madrid at the San Siro. The referee makes a mistake, hands the game to Atletico Madrid. If we would have tied that game, we would have finished 2nd. Now, you can't tell me, oh, whatever. No, that was a mistake. You know why it was a mistake? Because UEFA suspended that referee for 2 weeks because he made such a crucial mistake. UEFA suspended that referee because of the penalty given to Atletico Madrid. So when I say that the referee made a mistake, it's not me being biased. UEFA actually said it too. Yeah, he made a mistake and they suspended that referee. If that game would have finished 1-1, the way it should have finished, Milan would have finished 2nd in the group, and we would have gone to the next... even with the losses against Porto, Milan would have still finished 2nd in the group, and we would have gone into the next stages. So we got screwed by the referees really badly. He played for Chelsea earlier today. Well, okay. Zapata was Atlanta best attack. He laid out a lot of balls. No, of course, Zapata is always going to be hard to get, for sure. Milan lost 3-0 to Inter with 35-year-old Dzeko starting. I don't know about tough to beat. That was the Mickey Mouse Cup, the Coppa Italia. But remember, in the Campionato, where it counted, we beat them with Giroud scoring those 2 goals. And that's literally the edge that we needed to beat Inter for the Scudetto. Yeah, Inter is a tough team to beat, no doubt. Inter is a good team. Inter can win the Scudetto, 100%, but so are we. Guys, the margins are small. Their margins are small. It's about who's got the biggest balls. That's really what it's all about. Who's got the biggest character, who's got the most charisma. Donna Vita, okay. Roy Vicha has Lozano on the other side causing... Come on, stop with this anti-Vicha thing, man. I'm not even going to entertain it anymore. This guy is going to score 1 million goals, is going to win Ballon d'Ors, and Paul and Laert and all these guys are still going to be busting my balls that he's not good enough. Mamma mia. All right. After the game, he will direct a substitution for Anthony, who's going to unite. Okay. Anyway, guys, so this was it. Guys, smash that like button on your way out. Smash that like button on your way out. Where are we at? We are at 47. We need 3 more likes to get to 50. 3 more likes. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to, I think we're doing a post-match later on, but tomorrow for sure we're going to do the Milan news. Okay, this guy, are you an Inter fan? Is Cartel an Inter fan? I don't want to see tomorrow near Korea. The forum is going to be on Friday. Forum is going to be on Friday. Forum is going to be on Friday. Actually, let me do this. Let me see if there is an open. Let me see if. Let me see. All right. Okay. No, it's all good, brother. It's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Look, Inter is a good team. They are a good team. They're going to be tough to beat for sure. Good talk. Nice, man. We'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow, guys, we're doing a Milan news, and I think Laert later on is going to do an open live, but we're definitely doing a Milan news in the morning. So we're going to keep on following the Milan transfer market. Good. Nicely done today, guys, on the player rating show. Atalanta, Milan, 1-1. It is what it is. But as always, guys, no matter what, only 2 words matter, and those 2 words are Forza Milan. So don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. What's up, Roy Heat? Hey, Roy. Milan XG 1.5, Atalanta 0.5. Yeah. We created much more chances. We should have won the game 100%. All right, guys. Serie A is better than the PL this year. I think so too. We created better chances. Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, right. I've been right. True. Bayern and PSG are just destroying their competition. And those 2 leagues are just, they're not even leagues. It's just the PSG, Ligue 1, and the Bayern. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Love you all. Forza Milan. Smash that like button on your way out. We'll see you tomorrow for a Milan news. Arrivederci. Ciao. And as always, ragazzi, as always, only those 2 beautiful words. Forza Milan. Ciao.